I'm O.W. Root, and this is Pleasant Peninsula. The leaves are filling out, the trees are changing. They're moving from sticky trees, you can probably see behind me, to leafy trees. There's a point in the season where that happens, a transition happens. We're truly away from winter. We've left it behind in the dust. We are now to spring, summer. Our grass is filling in, kind of, maybe, sort of. And our dandelion crop is thriving. Yes, our dandelion crop. We do not care about our lawn that much. I have to say, we are not lawn people. Yeah, I throw grass seed down. I'll try to fill in the bald spots. But I'm not pumping the lawn full of chemicals. I'm not screaming at the kids to not step on the grass seed, don't step on the grass seed. I'm not getting that upset about it. I'll put a little fence up, but if they run it, they run it. No big deal. And yeah, our yard has a bunch of holes in it from kids digging and playing with water, and it's muddy back here and it gets messy, and that's how it is. And our front yard has the dandelion crop, and it's part grass, part weed, part dandelions. I'm not a lawn guy. And if you are a lawn guy, that's cool. I have no problem if you are into lawns. You're into sort of crafting that beautiful, pristine yard. No weeds, all the plush carpet. It's basically deep shag green. If you want to do that, rock on. That's awesome. But it's not for me. It doesn't speak to me. And there's a few reasons why it doesn't speak to me. I think it got into me at a young age. You know, I grew up in the woods. My parents had our house built on a sand dune. That's what we say. It was a sand dune. That's what we used to say. And it was kind of a sand dune. I mean, it's this huge, tall hill, and all around the house, I mean, once they finished it, it was just all sand. And eventually they planted stuff, little bushes and scrubs, and now it's sort of just scrubby stuff around the house, and it looks good. It looks right. I mean, in the woods, you can't see anybody else, no other houses. Perfectly pristine grass would feel kind of wrong, almost, in a sense. I mean, again, if you wanted to do it, that could be cool, but it felt just right, what my parents said. That's what I grew up with. I never mowed the yard, ever. And my dad never mowed the yard either, because we didn't have a yard. And so it's hard for me to care about the yard. And now I live around people, and so I do have a yard. And as I said, I throw the grass seed down and I mow the yard, and I do my best to make it look all right. You know, I do the weed whipper, weed whacker, whatever you call it. I try to keep it nice in a natural way. I don't go overboard with it. And I think the other reason why I don't go overboard is because, you know, it's natural to not go overboard where we live. We live up north. We live right on the lake. I mean, in a town right on the lake. And, you know, if you live up here, it's okay to be like this. It's okay to have a more natural surrounding around your house. Yeah, there's, of course, great lawns up here. There are people who have beautiful houses and just pristine landscaping. And there's people who have beautiful houses who don't have pristine landscaping, who have more natural landscaping. Maybe that's the way we put it, more natural landscaping. Wildflowers, not juicing the lawn with chemicals, just a normal, natural American yard. Maybe that's the best way to put it. And so where we live, it's natural to do that. It's normal to do that. You know, there's a sort of selecting process. You kind of don't move here. If you're really obsessed with having an amazing yard, you kind of don't live here, because it's kind of hard to have, I mean, you can in the summer, but it's not really gonna last that long. So you should probably just live farther south or something. And it's just not the vibe up here in the hinterland. And so it's natural. And the people on our street are similar. We've got some people on our street who have some nice yards. We also got people on our street who are just like us. People across the street, right across the road from us. They've got this big yard, and it's, again, part weed, part dandelion, part grass. And they've got a little boat next to their house, and he takes that boat out sometimes. He comes back, and at night he cleans the fish on the front lawn. Newspaper, cleaning the fish out there. That's real northern rural stuff right there. And it feels amazing. It's so real. It's so authentic. It's probably, I mean, what would you get thrown in jail for life? The HOA, if you did that, maybe. You get it. It's not the same. Up here, it's not a suburb. It's not the HOA. It's different. So for me, it's about having a natural lawn. A natural lawn, my kids can play. Try to make it look the best you can within reason, but I'm not sinking thousands of dollars into the lawn. It's just not going to happen. But mowing it, throwing some grass seed, making it look the best you can, giving a place for the kids to play. And yeah, it's going to get messed up. It's going to get muddy. They're going to dig holes. It's going to look worse because kids are running around on it. You know, I mean, old ball diamonds where, like in the real old days, they just sort of, they'd get worn just because people would run there or kids would run there. I mean, that happens in our yard because we have kids running around out here all the time. And I would rather, for me, have that. A real lawn, a natural lawn, not full of chemicals, where kids are playing, where kids are having a good time, where life is happening. A natural American lawn. To me, that's preferable to basically glorified turf. Some sort of perfect lawn where no one walks. I've seen a lot of those, and there's almost something sad about it. It's near the end of May, and people are still skiing at Boyne Mountain. Can you believe that? Did you know that? Yes, it's insane, and yes, we have video. Let's roll that. On May 17th, there was still a thick layer of snow covering Victor Glacier at Boyne Mountain. And while the rest of Michigan was in bloom, Boyne was still running the chairlifts for the lunatics who ski in May. No, they might not be exactly sane according to our definition, but these snow-obsessed psychos are hilarious, entertaining, and full of a high spirit I wish I possessed. A young guy ripping down the slope with a pizza box. Balanced on the palm of his right hand, he carried it like any waiter might, though he was on 2 skis heading straight down a hill. And down at the bottom, past the chairlift, where the snow ends and the grass begins, he sailed through, landing his skis on the green spring ground, coasting along, seeing just how far he could make it. People skied in jeans, shorts, hoodies, jackets, t-shirts, and no shirts. It was 67 degrees at noon on Victor Glacier, and the shirtless guys and girls wearing only skiing pants and sports bras seemed somehow just about right. While the rest of us cursed the snow and thank God it's all in the past, these people ache for it. They still love it even after the months of cold. They pile in cars and head 4 hours north. They make a day of it. They make a party of it. They squeeze every bit of life out of the snow while the rest of us are just dreaming of the beach. It's unbelievable, isn't it? You probably didn't know that that was occurring unless you're living up here or unless you're absolutely obsessed with skiing and snowboarding like these absolute lunatics who are doing this not too far from Memorial Day. You probably didn't know that they're still skiing at Boyne. And that image, I mean, the image is striking. The image is insane. The image is hilarious. All this green and then one slope of snow going up and people riding the chairlift up, no shirts, shorts, jeans. I mean, the guy with the pizza box, people just having a good time. I mean, the vibe there, I mean, the lift tickets, I think, are $29. This extreme late skiing. And this is almost the latest I believe they've ever been open. I believe. If it's not the latest, it's nearly the latest. And the vibe there was just, it was more like a party than anything else. I know that sounds, I mean, I think you could see it in the video because it's hard to explain it, but it didn't feel like a normal sort of skiing session because it wasn't really a normal skiing session. It was the very end and people were just sort of jacked and excited for the fact that they're still skiing and it's May and no one has to wear any winter coats and there's still snow there. And so it was such a, just like a happy-go-lucky vibe, you know? I take a lot of photos, I take a lot of videos of people, and people get skittish on the camera. People, they don't really want their photos taken, they don't want their videos taken, and I get that. You know, it's my job to get the videos, get the photos. It's your job to sort of avoid getting your picture taken from the guy with the camera, me. So I get it, it's just the nature of the beast. But that wasn't the case there. Everybody I saw was just absolutely excited and amped up for the video. They were giving me thumbs up, going like this, and they're getting off the chairlift. People were pulling each other. I didn't even ask people to say, hey, can I get a picture? They'd pull each other close and give a peace sign or whatever, and I'd take the picture. And I mean, it was just such a fun thing. And all the guys, all these people there too, all the people, I mean, there are these people that they did 4-hour carpools up from downstate. They crammed in, these young people, they crammed in the cars, they ride up and they're riding back again. I mean, they're in the parking lot. It's almost like a tailgate, really. It was so cool. It was, I take a video and I take photos of a lot of people. And probably in the past year, shooting video of those guys and girls, taking pictures and just being around them as they're flying down this hill in late May was probably one of the funnest shots or shoots I've done in the past year. It says something about the kind of spirit of the person who does this, who's into skiing in late May. They're high on life, having a great time. They're squeezing every little bit of life out of that snow. It's a metaphor for something. It's a good spirit. It's good energy. I'd like to incorporate more of that into my life, to be honest. I'm O.W. Root from Michigan Enjoyer.